Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the Archer and Olive winter releases, specifically their fountain pen and fountain pen ink set. I think I had bought these two as well as one of their Arctic Lights journal, which I gifted to my wife. So, I was also really interested in these two, and so I'll be unboxing them and testing them out, but I'll only be inking this pen with one of them. So for the time being, I'm just using this brush to swab them out on the bullet journals and see which ink I like best. I have bought the fountain pens and ink before with Archer and Olive. The last one was the fall release. So you had this fountain pen right here with the medium nib, and then you also have three inks. You had their slate, the amber, and the chestnut. And out of these three, the chestnut was my favorite, and this is what it is currently in this fountain pen. Regarding this fountain pen, I do have some issues with it, though it could be, user error. I tend to notice there's a lot of skipping with ink, and it's either that or it's way too runny and a lot of ink comes out. That just could be I'm storing it improperly and whatnot. So, to be, determined of how I end up liking this. But I do like how it writes when it's working well. And so for testing, I'll be using the Archer and Olive A5 notebook, and then also Electrum bullet journal, the official collab, those. So let's get to unboxing. And first I will unbox the pen. And so I don't really expect it to be that different from the other one, but we'll see. But I do really like this packaging. I think, even though it's gonna get tossed, it is a good package. And I think, this is a good gift to give to someone. It's not too expensive. Here is the pen. It's in light blue, gold accents. Pull it out. As you can see, here is the pen. Focus as I can. It says Archer and Olive right here. Uncap it. Here's the nib. And you pull it apart. It comes with a converter, which is really nice. Wrong way. No. So you have that here. And if I bring out the other one, you can see the comparison. So, as I expected, it's mostly the same. I'm bringing the focus on the nibs here. Yeah, more or less the same. And so I'll cap these and put them to the side. Now, to unbox the ink. You can see again, I like the sparkly prismatic effect. One thing I think is confusing is if this is supposed to be the way you're supposed to take it off, shouldn't it be packed this way? This was packed the other way around. I feel like that's maybe could work on that, but take it out. So you can see you have amethyst, jasper, and indigo as our colors. And you can kind of already tell, you know, purple, green, and bluish. If I take out, see in the light, the colors. Right. And here's jasper. It's a nice kind of greenish tint. And then you have the amethyst. It's a nice purple. And so now to test them out, I'll first bring up this right here, and I'll start with indigo. And now this may not be the most, these are tight. Okay, so whoever packed this indigo, it's super tight. So, you know, I got the other two unopened, but I literally have to bring out, and I can't even use that. So, give me a moment. All right, so it's so tight. I need a wrench. Can you believe it? Oh, there we go. Now it's loose. God damn, whoever tightened that, calm down. Alright, so just gonna take a little bit of this and just indigo. Alright. And obviously it's not going to be a one-to-one color, you know, but just to get an idea of how it might look. And you know, maybe next time I could do another layer on top, but now I'll do the amethyst. That's nice. I'm not gonna bother writing that out. Which I think, you know, it benefited from having a lot more water on it this time. But just clean out this brush. out. And last but not least, Jasper. And let me give this a swap. Okay. This initial, I think, winner for me so far is Amethyst. I just like that color. Now, this is on the ArcherandOlive paper. Let me pull up the Lightroom. Right, and let me give this a go. So once again, indigo. Let's see, let me double this up here as well. Here's indigo, and let it dry out. Okay. Then here's the amethyst. Just layer that up again. And finally, the jasper. You can see this is the ArcherandOlive right here. And this is the bullet journal right here. And the main reason I wanted to test on them both is because ArcherandOlive has a white paper. This is more of a cream paper. So I just wanted to see in contrast, you know, how they look up on different colored paper. And I also think that in general, the Lightroom bullet journals have a more fountain friendly paper, just with my experience so far. And I don't know, indigo is kind of, and to be fair, I do have a bias towards blue, but I already have another blue color, and the jasper is kind of for me as a color. So you know, let me, and so you can see this is, let me quickly write it. This is amethyst, and this is, and you can see my fountain pen just kind of breaking up in between there. It could also just be the awkward angle that I'm writing at, but, and then here we have indigo, broke right there, amethyst, and jasper. So I mean, you noticed it breaking up in between there, so that's what I've been dealing with this, you know, this fountain pen. So again, could be user error, but you know, I use that pen less often, so maybe it's also dry ink in there, but I've not been having a good time with that pen really. So yeah, I think I'll go with the amethyst pen for the fountain pen. And so pack these up, pack this up. And now to fill up my boy here. Lock it in. Screw them on. And just give a little, there's some ink here, I'll just dab it real quick. Just get that started. Wipe off excess here. So this is the Archer and I see here also there's a little bit of breakup. Winter collection. And also, you know, to be fair, it could still be dripping in some ink, so I'll give it some more time. But winter collection, there we go. Medium, nib, fountain pen, with amethyst ink. So that's what it looks like on the. That's what it looks like on the ArcherandOlive notebook. I will rewrite it if it starts to flow better. On here, the Leutrum. This is the Archer and Olive Winter Collection Fountain Pen So it did write a bit better on here. So I will rewrite it here just to give a fair balance, and I'll again rewrite it on the Leutrum just to make sure that, you know, balance. Archer and Olive. So, okay, much better writing experience. And maybe with the other fountain pen, I might have to put more, let me just see. Sure. And Olive. Okay, so much better writing experience, but I think one thing that I'm noticing, and you know, I just want to double check. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's the thing. I can't. So I think this is a problem maybe with this one. Let me just double check. Yeah, I can't. I have to keep a constant pressure on. So I think that's maybe what my issue is. I need to have a constant pressure on these fountain pens to have an ink flow, which I don't. Let me just bring my other pen real quick. Right, so these are my other fountain pens, you know. Lamy Safari, this is another Lamy, my two pilots, and then this is I forgot this one, but it's a pretty decent one. Right, so yeah, so you know, Lamy CP1 medium nib. This is a Parker IM medium nib. Lamy Safari extra fine, and then my two pilots. And so with those ones, you know, I think, let me double check. Yes, I could be wrong, but yeah, see, like I can just do that, right? Here, same thing. This one is leaking. I need to fix that. Ugh. Both of these are actually leaking. I need to change those. Here, now with these, yep. This one is slightly better, but still not. Okay, so I think what the issue is with these is, and could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, is, you know, I need to be a lot more deliberate and, you know, have more pressure with my strokes to get the ink to flow, whereas with my other ones, I guess the more expensive ones, you know, I can have light pressure. So, you know, I'm not sure if ArcherandOlive, you know, because this was not that expensive. It's maybe like what, 15-20 bucks. I don't exactly remember, but you know, it's not exact expensive fountain pen, so I'm not sure if they're putting that much effort into the engineering of it. But also, that is one feedback I have, is that at least with me personally, with light pressure, it doesn't work as well. And you know, be mindful that that could also be just user error. Maybe I'm supposed to be using a lot of, you know, firm pressure with my fountain pens, but you know, I've had that issue, and so, you know, that's why I tend to not use these fountain pens as much. The inks, though, I'm definitely liking. These, see, they're nice colors and I like them, but the actual pens themselves I've not too fond of. But you know, let's see with the next fountain pen if they improve that, or if not, you know, if the third time it's the same issue, I might not bother getting those pens anymore and just the inks. But that was it. That was my unboxing for the winter collection fountain pen and inks. You know, I think the colors at least are a good. They're a good collection of colors to have. I think amethyst is my favorite, then indigo, then jasper, and so I am currently inking this pen with amethyst, and then if one of these other pens run out of ink, I will re-ink them with maybe indigo. But that was it. That was the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.